Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk to you about three indicators that show us in a technical way that the bottom is in and that we are going to expect some more upwards momentum, if you will. Two of them are something you've seen already, but I just wanted to explain it to you again because it's been a while since I've shown you it. And the third one is someone I haven't talked about on my channel yet, which isn't that weird because the channel doesn't exist that long. And I wanted to show you that as well. And just to be sure, this is the technical analysis which show possible bottoms in like history showed us before, and not necessarily this counts in a recession or which maybe very likely to come, I guess. But from a technical standpoint, these are indicators that show us the bottom, and would suggest that we've had the bottom, and we can go up from here from a technical standpoint, of course. So that's the little disclaimer I would like to say. Do your own research, of course, but let's just jump straight into the content. I've got these three vertical lines set up for you, and those aren't new, but they're based on the setup that we had, somewhat like this. Well, what we saw is that the RSI bottoms out in channel now, and you see that this is the latest RSI, and it went lower than it ever went before. So I've drawn this line somewhere here first, I guess, a couple of weeks ago, and now I've redrawn it a little bit further because the bottom was right here. And every time the RSI hits this oversold territorium, which this just doesn't really make it, but it is at the 33 RSI, which is very low. You can see that this signals a bottom. And on the other hand, if it reaches these levels right here and right here and right here, we're in overbought territory, right? So if you're looking historically at the RSI, then anything around the 30 region and lower, then you'll find that Bitcoin is oversold, which could signal a bottom. Every time it's above this 70 region, then you can see that it's starting to get overbought, and we could probably see some downwards momentum, of course. So let's look at it from, this line is redundant. Let's look at it from here. So we've got these bottoms right here. It was here, and this was a peak right here, and it went down a little. So it's not like exact science, but the RSI is a very interesting thing to look at in order to look for momentum in your spot positions, right? So if you're looking for leverage trading with a high leverage, like a 10x leverage, then this is not what you're looking for. Then you should probably look at the hourly, the 4 hourly, but this is on the weekly, and the weekly is a very nice indicator for your spot position. So for instance, if you bought at these lows right here, then and you bought, let's just make it easy, 1 Bitcoin, right? Then you could have it up to here where it hit the oversold. Then you would have had a 382% increase. So 1 Bitcoin for about 5,000 was turned into 15,000. If you would sold there, then you would have waited until that signal flashed again right here, and it peaked right here, 700%. So a 5,000 Bitcoin was a 35,000 Bitcoin, which is very interesting as well. If you're, yeah, it's really difficult to put an average on that, but it was between 350 and 700. So, like, let's just for this sake measure some 400 or 500%. Then this chart is too small. Somewhere we will look around, somewhere around the, yeah, let's just say 125K. Interesting, very interesting. So if you're a spot position, you're not exactly going to hit the bottom and exactly going to hit the top, of course, but the RSI is a very nice indicator of tops and bottoms, right? So okay, let's jump into the second thing, and that is the MACD, the moving average, right? So as you can see, I drew this line already. I've shown it to you a couple of times already, but you can see the volume from the bears is decreasing, right? Because the tops are getting, these bottoms are getting higher and higher, and you could see that it wants to, or needs to at least, go into the green again. And that's it's been a while since it was green, because here we had 2 little weeks in March, the last week of March and April, and then it went down again, and we see a lot of red and not that much of green, which also tells us that we're in a bear market, but that's not news, right? But yeah, this is also a very nice indicator that the bears are losing steam, and that we could potentially see some more upwards momentum right here, right? Okay, let's look at the third indicator, which is the Puel multiple, which is a calculation basically made for the miners, and to show if the miners are actually making money. And yeah, there you can see this green box right here, which signals a bottom, and it flashes also. It's like somewhat like the RSI, because they're almost at the same points, but the Puel multiple is here on the highs, and here on the highs as well. You can see a divergence, right? So this green box, the Puel multiple, is a very nice indicator also for spot positions, not for leverage trading, right? But you can see that we are hitting a bottom as we speak. Maybe it can get a little lower. It has some room left to go, because you can see right here it's lower, and right here it's lower, and right here it's also lower. So it could be, it could definitely be going up from there, but you can see that we're moving up already. So that's interesting, the Puel multiple. Just Google it if you want some more information about it. But these are the 3 signs that yeah, that we could potentially have seen a bottom. There's one thing I want to show you, and that is the DXY. chart, the dollar index, and you can see that this one is also going down again, which means that the Bitcoin price will go up. All very interesting indicators that we could have found a bottom right here, right? There's one thing I want to show you, and that is on the daily chart, which is a little side note, and that is the MACD in the daily channel, which suggests a little more downwards on the daily, right? So we can see this going down right here. The RSI isn't oversold or anything, but yeah, I just wanted to point it out, right? So if you're spot buying, this is nothing you should worry about. Because the weekly, the monthly, everything's looking great. Like, let's look at the monthly, right? We're full on in the red, and we need to get up. Yeah, there will be a shift momentum, right? And we've got the first month now in the green again, after 3 red months already. So yeah, this is interesting, but this is a little side note on the daily that you should you should be careful. So will there be another possibility to buy under 20k? I don't know, it could be, but I'm not betting on it. If it will, then I'll have some cash ready to buy more Bitcoin. But I believe that if you have bought Bitcoin last month below the 20k, you're basically a hero in my book, because yeah, then you're close to, or you have catched the bottom, near the bottom, and that is very great, of course. Now we just have to wait until we catch the top or close to the top, which will take a while before we get there. All right, so that's the 3 indicators that show us that we potentially have a bottom. There is a little warning on the daily, but you can see the red on the daily is also coming in right now. Right, this is the daily chart with 3 or 4 days, and you can see, yeah, that was the divert or the lessening strength of the bulls on the daily, but it's not got me worried at all, because yeah, basically we can see that we're getting like a, oh, I didn't mean to get this one, but basically we're making a bottom structure right here, right? So that's very interesting. So that's it for now. I hope you like the video. I hope you learned something as well. The Puel multiple is a very interesting indicator for spot positions. Look into it, and if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask me. And yeah, that's it for today, guys. I want to thank you for your time and your attention, and wish you a very nice day. Thanks so much. Bye.